Good morning, traders. This is Brad Matheny. Today is July 1st. Sorry, July 2nd. Lucky me. Early Tuesday morning, about 4 o'clock out here in California. And today is our big rally day. Let's take a look. So today we are looking at this big rally bar here in my SPY cycle patterns. Remember, this is where I showed it to you. This is the 18th of June. I showed you what was going on through this entire time frame, leading all the way up to this day right here. Now we have a carryover tomorrow, an inside breakaway on the 4th, which is a holiday, and then we have a momentum rally on Friday in trending mode. So today we're in our rally mode. So what do we expect is going to happen today? Now we take a look at the chart. Yesterday we did not get our counter trend rally, although we did get a very deep low down here that looked like a very solid base support setup. Currently, the SPY looks to be trading at 543.01 in pre-market. That's way down here near these lows. And again, I would highlight this support level around the 543 level as a deep low. This is a range here. We also have this level here, 542.70 roughly. I would urge you to be aware of a potential for a very deep low opening, followed by a very strong rally phase up to the upside, moving higher here. Okay, so let's go down into the 30-minute time frame. The rally phase today should materialize into a very solid upward trend. So we're opening potentially around this 543 area. Spread this a little bit. And what I would suggest we would be seeing today, again, after yesterday's momentum, would be potentially a gapping lower open, trying to find some support, moving broadly upward, potentially up into this area. So again, it seems like a pretty big move, right? Yeah, I know, but I am not going to argue with the cycle patterns right now. We have a fairly strong potential for a rally phase today, given what's going on in the market, given this deeper low. And again, I am not going to be arguing with this rally pattern. This is a very clear upward trend. We'll see how it plays out and how it's going to move forward. Ideally, I would like to see it move back above the 543.50 area, then eventually the 545.50. So if I were to highlight key levels, you would be looking at this level here as a key trigger level, and then 545.50 roughly right here, this level as a key level. So within this range here that you're seeing that I've drawn, we're looking at potential congestion. I do believe we're going to rally higher. I do believe we're going to break upward. I do believe we're going to see 546, 547 eventually, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We have, like I said, we have the rally leading into a carryover. A rally, the way I explain it to everybody, is like foot on the accelerator, go higher. Okay, a carryover in carryover mode is essentially let your foot off the gas and carry the previous momentum. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this day moves today in terms of, are we able to get above this 545.43 or 545.50 area, because that really is the rejection area of yesterday. That's the area that we need to see the market move above today in order to exude a continued rally phase. And I believe that is highly likely today. Okay, let's take a look at the QQQ. And we have the QQQ opening at potentially 479.20. Remember, this is pretty early in the market. This is 7:15 in the morning, New York time. Markets still have 2.5 hours to go before they actually open. And again, I would suspect the same thing. I mean, the QQQ is more than likely going to try to open down in this range. Now, you can see we had moderate rejection right here. And of course, my draw thing is right over the top of it. You can see we had moderate rejection right here. Still in draw mode. So here we are, moderate rejection in this area. And then we had rejection down here as well. What is rejection? Rejection is where I look for price to come down, stall, come down, fail, and come up higher. So I'm looking at these reversal points here and here. You can see we had a little rejection back over here as well. And then we had a little rejection here, which aligned very cleanly with that high or that close. So in reality, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at these kind of critical levels. Where we're at right now, 479.28 is very solid as far as a support level. Could come down a little lower to 478. Ultimately, because we have this rally phase, again, looking for the markets to set up, maybe consolidate a bit, but move into a melt up trend and eventually try to get above yesterday's move, maybe back up into this area, 484.72. I do believe that this rally phase is going to surprise people today, and the carryover trade tomorrow could become an extension of this rally phase. So ultimately, we would be, very cautious of any downside move below this level. This is going to be a very critical support level for the QQQ. This is a deep 618, or pardon me, looks like a 50% retracement here of this move. Yep. So you do have an area right here, 478.06, roughly 478. That's going to be our breakdown level. If we cannot stay above that level, then all bets are off for the long side. And let me go do the same thing on the SPY. Basically, you would be looking at a Fibonacci level from rejection to rejection, 765. You're already way down below the 618 level. This is a very deep move. So ultimately, guys, our critical rejection area on the SPY is going to be this low, this dashed line low right here. This is already a very deep correction. So 542, that's where we're at. 542.85 pre-market. If we get below this level, in other words, if we break that level on pre-market or early trading, you could see a very strong downward move. So what would that indicate? That would indicate failure of the rally phase. I don't believe that's likely. I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe this is going to find very solid support, as I mentioned to you, and really begin to climb higher. Okay. And I think it's just going to be a matter of time now before we see whether my prediction is correct or not. So, this pre market data, I have yet to see what's going on pre market. But the rally phase is here. This is going to be a very interesting day. It's either going to be a big success to the upside off a very deep SPY lower opening, or it's going to be a failure. We're going to know fairly quickly, depending on what the markets do down here at 542.75. I mean, that's kind of an ugly low after yesterday's move. So let's see what happens today and pay attention. If this rally trend shows up today, boy, oh boy, there's going to be some surprised faces looking at where did that come from. And like I said, right now, I would indicate that we've got probably a 70% chance of a rally showing up out of nowhere right now. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Plan your trade. So remember, should we stay above this level? Try to get back above this level, and then eventually this level, 545.50. We got a pretty solid rally pace. That means be cautious down here. Get a little more aggressive up in this area for a rally pace. Get below this level, and we got some problems. That means the market's breaking down. It's reverting out of this sideways trend and really testing lower lows. And I would not be looking for any rallies until we find very solid support. Okay, guys, going to be very interesting to see what happens. Let's kind of go with the flow today and watch these levels. Remember, SPY 543.50, 543.60 is a pretty key support level. Getting above that's very good news. 545.50, 545.40, getting above that is even better news. And again, that will likely prompt a large rally to the upside.